$368 million of taxpaying dollars go to fast food workers here in Illinois that depend on public assistance. That money could go to our healthcare system, to the 50 schools that closed here in Chicago. It's money that has been misappropriated, when if we receive $15 an hour in union rights, we won't have to depend on public assistance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tyree Johnson. I'm a 51% of fast food workers have to depend on public assistance, which costs taxpayers $368 million. That's not right.
And we know that right here in Illinois, as Tyree said, $368 million of taxpayer money is going to fast food workers that depend on public assistance for bare necessities. That is not right, and we will fight. We want to hear from all of you all. Why is your organization here, and what could your organization do with $368 million?
My name is Jess Scheinflug. I'm with Open Communities. We work in 17 North suburban communities. We stand with Fight for 15 because billions of dollars in corporate revenue disregard the dignity of hardworking people. A lot of people we're looking at in this room today. If we had $368 million to invest in our community, we'd confront the housing affordability crisis in the northern suburbs. People who grew up in Evanston can no longer afford to live there, nor can many of the fast food and service workers who have always resided in the community where they've worked. We would pour funding into homeless services, mental health centers, reentry job training programs, and fully funded affordable housing initiatives, including transitional group homes and housing for seniors.
My name is Ebony Stevenson, and I'm here representing the Grassroots Collaborative. $368 million. Sounds nice, right? So we would fund child care for all, centers for independent living, preventing and ending homelessness, home care for seniors and people living with disabilities, immigrant services, developing homegrown teachers, violence prevention, and the parent mentor program. Now that sounded like a lot, right? Did you think that added up to $368 million? Sounds like it was a little more, right? It was actually $546 million. Why was it $546 million? Because even though $368 million is a good start, but we need more than that, right? Yeah. And where we gonna get it from? We need to get it from these billionaires like Ken Griffin, who is making all of this money profiting off of our blood, sweat, and tears, right?
We protested against Ken Griffin because he owns $132 million. He has $132 million invested in McDonald's. While I'm still living in poverty after 24 years. That's not right. So, having participated in civil disobedience before, it was easy to get it done this time with no scares or nothing. Keep in mind that I'm a fearless leader. You know, I try to educate the young to keep fighting, never give up. You know, join the union, Fight for 15, Arise Chicago, Job with Justice, anybody. Just join the union. And when we fight, we win.
Hi, my name is Janet Smith. I'm president of UIC United Faculty. All right. Represent nearly 1,200 faculty at UIC, University of Illinois at Chicago. We're here to stand for the Fight for 15 and also for fair tax, because we don't like guys like this getting all the benefits when we have students who are starving and who can't afford school. What we would do with $368 million at UIC, I mean, like, wow, what couldn't we do? What we would do is we would try and help our 8,000 low-income students this year, our undergraduates, who because of the greed in Springfield have not had their monetary assistance program or the MAP program funded. That would help 8,000 students this year be able to have that support. That's half of our undergraduate population. But that's only 32 million. That would leave a lot more. So think about it. For 10 years, we would be able to fund 8,000 students each year to get through college. That would be a lot of really smart people out there that we need to be a strong state, to be a strong community. So also what it would mean is that we'd have more students with no student debt. That's really important, right?
What's up, y'all? My name is Max Boykin. I'm a member of Black Youth Project 100. When we talk about what we could do with $368 million, that's a lot of money, right? But there's more and more money that we could use to make sure that we truly get what is earned from us. We also know when we talk about the Fight for 15, many of these workers are black. Many of these workers are black women. And when we talk about what we actually need, we would need to take that money, that $368 million, and make sure that we are investing in universal child care, making sure that we have health care, proper reproductive health care, and trans health care for people that are for our trans community. Another piece that we want to make sure that we uplift is we want to reopen the community schools that were closed down on the west and south sides of the city. We want intentional support for first-time home buyers. We want to support community land trusts and support co-ops. When we talk about co-ops, we're talking about producer-owned co-ops, housing co-ops, consumer co-ops. We want to make sure, because all of this protects us from gentrification that we see in this city and across this nation.
Hi, my name is Tim Barnett. I teach at Northeastern Illinois University. And I represent UPI Local 4100, the University Professionals of Illinois. One thing that's been cut and is on the chopping block right now are all those programs, departments having to do with issues of culture and identity, Black studies classes and programs, Latina American studies classes and programs, women's and gender studies programs, all those programs that people shed blood for in the 60s and 70s to actually get into the university are on the verge of being cut. And that $368 million could help all of our universities save those programs so that students who come to school wouldn't be worried only about finding classes that would help them get a job, but also finding classes that would help them understand the world as it is and to help change that world. And to deny McDonald's their idea that they own it in the first place. Yeah. We need to have a say, but we need to have that knowledge, and that would come from those courses. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Manuelita Huber. I'm here to fight for 15 an hour because a single working mother, I know what it's like to struggle. $15 an hour would allow myself and people in our community to pay for rising rents and health care. McDonald shouldn't be stealing the money from the people, which is why we will be going to McDonald headquarters in 2 weeks.
Hi, my name's Dominique Bowie, and I'm with Warehouse Workers for Justice, and May 25th means a lot to us because it doesn't just start in the restaurants, it starts in the warehouses where we make products for McJobs. So, yeah. Thanks. Thank you, I appreciate it. So for us, $15 an hour gives us a chance to make room for our families and be able to provide it. Also, $368 million gives us a chance to fight poverty. Because when you're working at a warehouse, you sit back and once you have taxes taken out of your check plus that third-party company at $8.25, you look at your check at the end of the week and your reliability and dedication does not reflect in your paycheck at all. El pueblo unidos jamás será vencido. El pueblo unidos jamás será vencido.
That $368 million is definitely political, and it definitely not only affects fast food workers, as I said before, it affects everybody. And we vote these politicians into office. We do it as the people, the citizens of our state and of this country, and yet we still have to be exploited by businesses, as one said earlier, privatizing their business, but socializing the cost of their food or the cost of the exploiting us, exploitation. And politicians know, politicians like, what is his name, Bruce Rauner, he knows. he's endorsed by Ken Griffin. It goes full circle. So $368 million, they know exactly where that money went. It didn't go to keep our schools open. It didn't go to end poverty. It didn't go to help on racial violence and injustices in the city and in the state. So it's full circle.
My name is Jermaine Holyfield. I'm from the Warehouse Working for Justice. I've been gigging for the last 5 years. I want a job. Yeah. I want to work $15 an hour instead of working 3 or 4 months. Then they don't need you no more. Then you're unemployment office fighting for your money. And I'm also for the cause for May 25th for the McDonald's.
I'm from the west side of Chicago. I live downtown, but I work in Evanston. I used to work in Glenview. I have to work so far because I can't get a job in Chicago. So I got to work all the way in Evanston for $9 an hour at Cozy's. So I'm working, I'm traveling far, right? So I can't get paid, right? This money costs. My 30 days is $100. I don't have a car. I'm trying to get one. But at the end of the day, we fighting for 15 because we deserve it.
Raise the money. We need $15. Shout out to Knoxville.
Hello, everybody. My name is Tremaine McKnight. I am currently a worker at 95th and Halsted McDonald's, where every day I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, go to work, and go to a host of workers who work day in and day out, tired labor, working their behinds off, making sure they put smiles on people 24/7, disregarding their personal lives 24/7, no regard to, what they might be going through. And yet they're getting paid a wage that doesn't even reflect half of their labor. I feel like it's an insult to us to even be considered anything less than $15 an hour. And as a union, together, we will work together and get what we deserve. Because if we don't get it,
Seattle has gotten $15 an hour, and California statewide has gotten $15 an hour. But we can't stop there because union rights are also a significant part of our fight. Just because if we get $15 an hour, I believe in my heart that $15 an hour is coming. However, union rights protects our jobs. It allows us to have the hours that our stores publish on our timesheets to be fulfilled. If I'm scheduled to work 8 hours, I should be able to work those 8 hours and not be sent home at the 4-hour mark, because that store doesn't need me. Labor, it benefits the managers. Making labor at my store benefits the managers. It benefits the store. They don't care about their workers depending on that 8-hour shift to put food on the table, to provide for their families, to pay their rent bills.
We're always welcoming people to come join us this evening at the McDonald shareholder meeting. And we'll be out there organizing and striking for $15 an hour and raise minimum wage and union across America.
strike, everywhere strike, strike. Old McDonald's had a strike. E-I-E-I-O.
Where are you from?
St. Louis.
West Virginia! You drove all the way from West Virginia?
Absolutely.
I'm from New Zealand, and I represent 4,000 fast food workers in that country that have collective agreements with McDonald's and all of the other fast food companies. And so we're here to support the struggle of the fast food workers of America. If they can do it in New Zealand, why can't they do it here?
How long did you have to wait for the rain to end?
Well, it hasn't ended, has it? It's been raining all the time.
Adds to the magic of it, you know? Adds to the beauty.
From New Zealand?
Yeah, from New Zealand. Yeah. Unite!
In the union, we need it right now. We tired of struggling. Me and my bro, we tired of struggling. We work too hard. We need it right now.
We all need it.
Kansas City to Chicago, shut it down.
Kansas City, we need that.
KC,
we need that.
15 in the union, baby. Give it to us.
We need that.